No. Testing. Let's make sure the sound is actually on. Happy Monday, you guys. It is September 30th and it is a new week. It is a new vlog. It's an exciting week though because it is our fall break this Friday. So that means it's a 4-day week. And you know when you have something to look forward to, you're just in good spirits. I'm excited for fall break. It's just a 4-day, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. When I used to work in Missouri, we didn't have a fall break. And so this is a really nice little something to look forward to. Before Thanksgiving and Christmas break. This morning I walked in such a hot mess. My mug in my hand, I had my lunchbox, I couldn't find my work keys, it was buried in my bag. I had to like squat down in the middle of the sidewalk to find my things, so that's great. By the way, I do use these hooks. Salma, if you're watching, thank you. She gave me like her little teacher toolbox, but I use this, stick it up in the ceiling tile, and then I use the hook to hook the lights up. So I think 2 of those are missing then if that much is falling down. So here we go. Last week I shared with you guys the Mayan posters, kind of what my students were working on, what it looks like in my classroom. I did comment on my last video the group roles that I assign if I have groups that just need a little bit more help assigning roles and just having more of a purpose instead of just kind of everyone doing the same thing. I finally hung them up here. So I've got 4 on this window. I have the other 4 on this window. I love how they turned out. I'm so proud of them. My students are so proud, most importantly, and I just love the way they turned out. I love that they fit perfectly in front of the windows, kind of like mini curtains, if you will. I do always ask my students like, hey, do you want me to assign the groups for you? Do you want to pick? And I would say most times my students actually want me to choose on Class Dojo. And sometimes I'll do a little bit of both. Like if I know there's certain groups that want to work together already, I'll have them do their thing, and then I'll have the students who don't really care and want to do the Class Dojo randomizer, I'll have them come down to the carpet. I'll check their names on Class Dojo. You can also tell Class Dojo how many people you want in the group. So sometimes I'll do 4, 5, depending on how many students. We also had back to school night last week, which I didn't vlog any of last week just because I wanted to focus, get grades done, prep anything that I needed to, and just get my classroom ready and nice to go. Like I said, I hung up those posters. I hung up the All About Me selfies that my students did. These are pretty much stories about them. And then when you flip it, it's apps that they chose that represented them. So that's how much I have done so far. I still have the rest of the months to finish up with my students. I just kind of do it here and there whenever we have time. Okay, now on to the outfit of the day. I am just wearing a black tank top that I got from Target, the Universal Threads brand. I'm wearing my black wide leg jeans that I got from Goodwill. They're actually H&M though, so I love when I find a good pair that I would probably buy in the store. And then my cute little button down that I just kind of threw over is from Teacher Style Box, and I've used Teacher Style Box for a few years now. I actually took a pause on it just because life got so busy and I wasn't even putting things into my cart, so I took a pause and now I'm back to it. I'm just in love with Teacher Style Box. I love that they offer clothing to just rent. You can rent as much as you want as long as you're returning your outfits after you wear them. I already got 2 boxes this month. The first box that I got, the clothes didn't fit that great, so I actually returned it the next day and then put in a new order, and I got it within a few days. So I got this little shirt. I love that it's oversized. It kind of has a vintage look to it. I'll add my code down below if you want to check out Teacher Style Box. Unlimited rentals for the month, and they have so many different clothes. They have clothes for teaching, casual wear, going out, nice events. They have all of it. I'll leave it down below for you to check out. Okay, now it is 10:45. Since we don't have school on Friday, we have different prep times. I had all the intentions of updating you guys during my like 10:45 plan time, but we ended up planning, which was great. Earlier we took our math quiz. We omitted some questions, and we always do that with different quizzes and things like that. We switch up the words, we use our student names, we take out questions that are just going to be like way too confusing, or maybe it's not relevant. Everything for the curriculum isn't always going to be exactly how it is in the book. In ELA, we worked more on our templates. This is kind of how the template looks. I just made it all on Google Docs. slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, put a title, and then they need 4 bullet points. So we worked on that a lot today, and getting the students acquainted with Google Slides. I even gave them the option to do Canva, which they really like. I love Canva personally, but it can be complicated to use over Google Slides, so we're learning that process. Since we had a quiz today, there's no like math homework in our book, but I just went to superteacherworksheets.com, and I printed off just some basic division, kind of get them warmed up. I told them that we would be starting division tomorrow, so this kind of just gives them a heads up and then something easy for them to refresh on from 4th grade. Today was just a busy day. When our schedule is thrown off, it kind of throws me off. I showed you guys a lot of the Mayan posters, and I told the students today that we would be doing Aztec posters. Since we did group work last time, I wanted them to do an individual poster, and I'm going to use like poster paper that's probably like 11 by 17 poster paper, which is like this big, and I'm gonna have them just do a mind map of the Aztecs. And then today I took a picture of the things I wanted them to add. They their structures were different, how they built that. They also had different social classes. They lived in different quadrants. So they were actually really interested once I read some more pages today. I don't do this often, but I am going to actually skip the gym. Usually I use the gym as like my stress relief, as like my time alone, just to like work on myself and zone out. But I'm actually gonna skip the gym today, and I'm gonna go home and like marinate some chicken. I found this recipe on Instagram that I want to try, but it needs some like marinating, and I don't want to do while the girls are at home. So Brandon's gonna get the girls today. He's starting a new rotation, and his hours are gonna be different, and so I'm trying to get as much done. I just want to give myself some time to like breathe before he starts this new rotation up. I'll be solo parenting for the most part this month, which is really hard on me too, so I just kind of want to give myself some time and space to breathe and catch up on things that I need to. Oh, and today I had a SMART goal meeting with our curriculum coordinator. We came up with the idea to do like these reading groups and kind of like more volume in reading, since that's kind of my focus this year, is to get students really excited about books. Have dedicated independent reading time, book tastings, get students really, really interested in their books, and then start like a reading journal or a reading jot down this for today. Something small where I'm not grading them, I'm kind of interacting with them, and they write it in their journal. Weekly, I might pick 10 students or so, give them a little comment. If I ask them to write me a summary of what happened, like the characters, I might give them a little message, and then they look at that message, write me back, and it's kind of a back and forth special thing that I can hold them accountable for, while they're also just learning to read, learning to find books that they like, that are on their level, just to get them reading and writing and everything that comes with reading. It just starts with knowing what to read and finding the love for reading. We're gonna make sure that every student has 2 to 4 books, not just reading on Epic, because I do love Epic, just doesn't replace a book. I'm gonna try that next week. Maybe I'll even do like a reading log for home, so that students are really accountable at home. They have math homework, and they also will have maybe 20 minutes of reading by themselves with a sibling, parent signatures or parent initials at the end of the week or something. Wanted to focus in on what a book genre is. How do I find a book that I like, and what kind of genres are out there? Nonfiction, fiction, sports, all of those things, before I even say, okay, let loose, tell me a book that you want to read, without them even knowing what kind of books there are out there. Just got home, immediately changing into comfy clothes. I also need to put my hair up. Usually just try to get my bangs out of the way so I'm not like constantly touching it. It's all over my face, and I know this looks ridiculous, but I heard this is like a volume hack trick, so I'd usually do this. Okay, I'm making this chicken breast like cilantro, lime. I've got shallots, lime, shallots in the making, and then I'm about to make this Greek yogurt cilantro lime dressing that's going to be on top of the chicken, which I'm excited about. have some tea, please? Pour it. Can you pour some for me? Pour some tea for Mama. I just ordered the girls some like pajama dresses. The girls have been just in their diaper phase at night because the house was so hot at one point. So the only way to get them to wear clothes at night so they're not cold is I asked them to pick out their dresses that they wanted. So this is what we picked out. Indy picked this one out for Ollie to wear overnight. And then the grandparents went to Florida and got them these cute shirts. Look at this. So cute. That's for Ollie, and then one for Indy. Are you folding? Are you folding, baby? And one for Sissy now? Wow, thank you for putting it in the right spot. High five. Oh, that wasn't good? Here, one more time. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Cleaning crew's here.
Let's go, ladies. Hey, you see this? We got a mess.
Oh, that's your tiny bug.
Is there a tiny bug?
There's a tiny quick.
Clean
Good
up.
job, Sissy.
Would you like some sauce on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit. Tell me when to stop.
5.
5 sauces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good?
And
More? Okay.
yeah.
There's some for sister. And a little bit more. Oops, I spilled some. Pickled shallots. And then avocado. Ooh, it's kind of spicy, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, I don't know if
Paprika.
I'll eat that.
Cilantro, lime, avocado, chicken with rice. Good morning. Happy October 1st. I cannot believe it's already October. Once it hits October, I feel like it's officially fall. It's Tuesday and we have a harvest festival at our school. And so we actually like set up different booths. It's our fundraising time. This year it's actually going to be a little bit more student-led or fully student-led, kind of depending on what we want to do. And last year, Chelsea and I wanted to do the tattoo, like temporary tattoo booth, but once we were signing up, we realized someone else had already signed up for it. So we're trying to redeem our chance this time, and we're going to do a student-led tattoo booth. And Chelsea was talking about these little face gems that she used to wear whenever she did dance, I think. So we'll do those as well. Basically, students buy tickets up at the front and then they will use their tickets throughout the Harvest Festival. Every grade level has a different booth, and it's usually like different games, like the cupcake walk, cake walk, all the games that you would see like at a carnival or a festival. And so we're doing the temporary tattoos, which I like. Our 5th graders can actually do that for all the students that come. School is really big on being student-led, giving students leadership. So I even think whenever we do promotion, we're gonna make it more student-led, giving away our control a little bit so that students can get the practice and the independence that they should have. On the agenda today, we're gonna start dividing multi-digit numbers. In iReady Math, there's always a page that you can send home to families, kind of giving them an idea of what we're working on in class, some things to try at home, but then I think we're going to be estimating quotients as well. I feel like I have a few things to do this morning. I need to make copies of the spelling packet, and then I need to print off flyers for our Hispanic Heritage Month Assembly. Okay, it's a little dark in here just because I'm still waking up. Here's my outfit of the day. I don't really know how I feel about it. I kind of went like monochromatic in this outfit, but that was just the mood I was in this morning. I'm wearing like a pale blue top and then wide leg corduroy jeans. They're actually really comfortable. These are from H&M, but once again, I actually thrifted them from Salvation Army, same place I got my black wide leg H&M jeans. I said in my last vlog Goodwill, but it's actually Salvation Army. They're very wide. I always wear like, I don't know, I'm just very into this like wide leg trend. Just wearing my Sambas with it. Today's activity in Mystery Science is to build another food web. Usually what I do is I have a day or two of doing notes and watching the videos, and then one of the days is just having them cut it out, and then that usually takes a while just because they're cutting and they're kind of like bonding during that time. And then the next day or the following day we usually just play the game, but I think today, since there's not very many cards, probably will get to cut out and It is our plan time and it's just been busy, go, go, go. We're currently planning right now. And today we actually worked on our individual Aztec posters and I think they're coming out so well. I usually just do an example of my own poster on the board of the criteria that I have, and students can either copy what I have, the design and the layout of it, but they can also just do it their own way. So some students kind of just like drew grids and I said leave space for other things to add. Some people just did it like I did, where I do usually just a bubble of the main topic and then a web. And some people like doing it like a list. So like this student did a list. So we're adding as we go, and right now I'm just reading over our actual readers, and then I'm writing down what things I would like for students to add into their poster for when we read throughout the week. Today we just did division. We looked to see why multiplication helps us with division. Tomorrow we're going to be estimating quotients, and tomorrow we actually start BizTown. And if you don't know, 5th grade always goes to BizTown. That gives students a chance to have jobs, learn about economy, learn about payments, businesses, and how the economy just runs. It's a huge life skill basic. It's really fun because they get to earn certain jobs that they apply for. They get to get paid. They have breaks there. They get to dress up. There's even like judge, mayor, law enforcement, all the shebangs. Here's what I have for plans this week so far. I got so many random gifts today from my students. I got some chocolate covered almonds. A student and their parent made me and my team teacher a Halloween wreath, which I thought, like, how cute is that? Look at this. They made this little wreath. I think it's adorable, and another student today just brought me that big old Starbucks, which I can't finish venti, so I might save it for tomorrow. Dismissals over. I'm going to the gym after school just because I've been this week I kind of was like, meh. Yesterday I went home and just cooked the chicken, which was really good. And my student who brought me my coffee, every time I see a venti, I like just can't finish it. It's so weird. So I just put it in the fridge, and I'm like, well, this is my coffee for tomorrow. This tastes like chocolate milk. You know, as a teacher, you just kind of learn things that work, things that don't work, things that you think you would be doing, but you don't do, and you kind of just think about it looking at other people's classrooms or whatever, and I don't know why I never did this. And I don't know, it's just simple, but like I never did it, and I just feel like, wait, duh. I put the homework here, and I just feel like that's helpful for students who are like, wait, what was the homework again? It's just gonna be displayed here for them. My floors are kind of dirty this morning, so that kind of threw me off. Like, there's just markers and pencils everywhere. Usually what my students do is they turn their desks around for the after-school program. Maybe they just forgot, or it was just really rowdy yesterday. Yesterday I was sharing that I wanted to start like the reading jots, not like a journal, but like more of a jot, a quick jot, just to kind of help students feel accountable for reading their books, have interest in their books. I was thinking about buying like mini journals on Amazon, like a bulk pack of mini journals, and then I'm gonna have the students maybe decorate it somehow, possibly bringing in like old magazines or something and just like having them cut things out, whatever it is to make it exciting. So I'm gonna look on Amazon to see, because if it is like a jot journal, I kind of want it to be just like cute little and perfect. Oh, it's 60 count. That's perfect. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna get this. This morning as I was walking into my classroom, one of my students came over and was like, Miss Kella, can we start the reading thing? And I'm like, what reading thing? I kind of introduced it, like what we're gonna start next week, and then I'll show some slides and stuff like that. I just wanted to be fully prepared for introducing it. She was like, can we just skip all of the Aztec stuff and then just start the reading jots? I'm really excited. I was just thinking how cute that was, and I'm just so excited that she's excited.